Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm here to be the catalyst for positivity. Now, the session very clearly mentions finding your voice under pressure. So I had a script for myself, which I wanted to talk about. But for the past 45 minutes, what all drama unfolded, right from this first call from our division head director, till the president coming onto the stage and giving a very clear picture about what all has happened in the pressure, I am shifting my script to more reality rather than to the originality. Because that is what Toastmasters do. We adapt. And then at the same time, I found out that one of the Toastmasters members actually leaving for good. So that also hit me to change my script for more better. So having said this, the originality of finding your voice under pressure is transformed to finding your voice under pressure in pressure. So let us begin with this. Now, if we generally classify finding your voice under pressure, it has multiple factors. For example, one, that you are doing a lot of hard work, but you're not being appreciated. And then you want to say something, you're trying to find your voice because you're under pressure, but you don't do that, and then you suddenly collapse. You're quiet, you don't say anything. I believe we all undergo this in different aspects. Second, you see everything, you have done a lot of hard work, but that's not being appreciated. You still find your voice under pressure, and you make it a point to inform the respective person and get the things corrected. Yes, it takes lots of guts to get this thing done. Now the third, you're asked to come and speak, and you're under pressure. You remember what all you have read, but you're not able to be the catalyst to deliver that message. So I'm not going to talk about the first two examples, but the third example, which relates to Toastmasters. How can we find our voice under pressure? I was reading Mas Mahathir, World number 2 and World number 3 public champion. Very beautifully he has mentioned something which I'd like to share with you all today, because that is what now helps me to fit into this criteria of under pressure. How many in this gathering, Ma'am President already introduced me as a champion for SATAC, but let us be realistic. How many, I believe Toastmaster Maharaj, Toastmaster Nivita, Toastmaster Nasreen, they all reached to division and then probably to SATAC. Toastmaster Rehanat also. At that time I was not there. So, how many times you have all actually tried to mimic a champion? Haven't you read any champion? Haven't you followed any champion? Haven't you actually watched any champion performing on stage? Haven't you actually closely studied the champion? It's not possible to say no. You did. Because we all do. That's how we research and then proceed further. Isn't it? So once we do this, what happens? We want to be like the champion. But in the course of doing that, what does it takes away from us?
Our originality and creativity.
You become exactly like the person, but you lose your originality. That means you're trying to find your voice under pressure to mimic someone, but you lose it. So anytime, whenever you're trying to be on stage, do not forget who you are. Because believe me, if I say so, I can relate to you with my own personal story rather than somebody else's style of copying. Each one of you is unique, and you all have your own stories. Take a step back, pause, use that storyline, convert it to speech, transform, and deliver the message. That is how you find your voice under pressure. Easier to be saying rather than to be done. Let me give you an example. I've been giving the example of late to a lot of people. The last one, easier to say this thing, but practically it's very difficult to do that. I have been traveling. I've been traveling a lot. I've been traveling for the past decade. This was my first stage where I won Area 34 Championship. So that's why this place is very dear to me. But do you think I copied someone? Or do you think I was following someone? I had no idea when I joined Toastmasters. But I wanted to find my voice, my passion. I had a story to relate. We all have stories. We all have baggage. We just need to be the catalyst to get it in the right manner. Through this stage, I was able to deliver messages. Through the stage, I was able to change people's mind. I raise health awareness among people. Whenever I do a session, I try to give good points about healthy habits through the stage. So this stage helps me find my voice under pressure. Do not wait for external validation. Oh, what is she going to think about me? What is he going to say about me if I'm not able to say anything? No. Come onto the stage, take the stage, be vocal, talk, deliver the message, make people remember you. Put an everlasting impression. Is it so difficult? Initially, you might think it is difficult, but practically it is not. Because if you have a relatable story which is not copied, it is easy. If you have something which you actually need to give out to people, easy. It will be delivered. What does it connect to? It connects to storytelling. So my next question is storytelling a competence or a rehearsal? Do you think it is only, I am naturally born to deliver on stage, or I have practiced over a period of time to be so flawless on stage? What do you think?
Practice is must.
Practice is a must. No matter how competent you are, unless and until behind the curtains you practice, you will not be able to deliver a flawless speech. How many times you've seen world champions on stage and talking flawlessly? Oh, I wish I could be like that. But have you ever thought the tons of hard work behind those curtains? Let me give my example. Storytelling. I practiced while coming from Thai. I spoke to the mountains. They were my best friends. They did not judge me. And then I kept on practicing. I kept on rehearsing every single time. My mentor, who taught me for the first time, I came, they said, if you can go to Cornish, then the best way is speak to the waves. Rehearse in front of the waves. There are others who say, speak in front of the mirror. Multiple examples of different ideologies, but one thing remains consistent. Practice. Rehearse. Do it wherever you want to do. Because that one thing leads to consistency. And once you have consistency, what do you have? Confidence. And? Success comes little later. In my definition, success is something which is overrated. We all love to have success and we rush for the fame without even knowing for the fact that fame is just standing there. You need something more important to reach there. It's not overrated like success. It is only one simple thing, and that is a small step, which all the new members should take now. Take that small step, come onto the stage and perform. Because that small step will lead you to be a very good speaker. Do not be afraid of anybody's judgment. Because in Toastmasters, we are not here to judge you as a person. We are here to judge you so that you improve yourself. And that is how you perform. So I was talking about rehearsal. Then I went to consistency. And then you said practice. But I believe there's something else which is more important, which can make a difference in our lives. Sustainability. The dedication. The zeal to be on stage, to attend the meetings, to take small roles and then reach to the ladder where your president is sitting, where your division H director is sitting. You cannot simply jump, but you can take a step and then proceed further. So you have got what? Small steps. You have got consistency. You have got rehearsal. These are all keywords. And what else is left behind? You keep on repeating all these things. Then what? The final nail is for you to have that faith that you can do better. That you don't have to wait for someone else to say, oh, you are so good. No. You believe in yourself that you are good and you're going to improve, like how our senior Toastmaster team Sophia said. We need to keep on improvising because this platform gives us the opportunity to improvise. Because this community actually helps you to evolve. You get feedbacks. They don't give you the feedback on the way you have dressed, but they rather talk to you about what better you could do while speaking. And that is how you improve yourselves. I've been looking at each of you, probably trying to have that eye contact. That's one of the ways you develop, to deliver the message, to make the audience glued to you. But if I want to speak just like that yeah, today I'll be speaking about finding voice under pressure. You all will be busy with your phones. It will happen. It's a fact of life. So come onto the stage, utilize this place, use it, abuse it, improve yourselves. Not for yourselves itself, but to make a change in the community. Whether it's the Toastmasters fraternity, whether it's your community outside, anywhere. Because the way you are going to deliver your message is going to be everlasting. It will be impactful. People will change. As I said earlier, I've been trying to raise health awareness. I gave a session at one of the schools. Some of the teachers are sitting here. Some of the teachers later came back to me and said that yes, they are actually shutting down the kitchen at 7:30 in the night. It happens. If you're impactful, it will happen. If you're able to give that message to people, it will happen. But you have to substantiate it with evidence-based research. It's not something which will happen overnight. You will not change. I'll not change overnight. That's why, what did I say in the beginning? Have you been watching any of the champions speaking? You follow their pause. You follow their style. You follow the way they speak. Probably use the stage. But in doing so, do not lose your originality. Find your own voice under pressure. We all can do that. It's very easy, provided we are consistent. So let's just take a step towards being consistent. Let's just take a step towards being repetitive. Let's make a promise to ourselves that we will come here not only to improve ourselves, but to deliver an everlasting message to the audience. Now, one of our Toastmasters is leaving tonight, probably last meeting. I know her in my personal capacity, as so do you all. We have had a good working relationship as to how Toastmasters work. Now, she has learned something from here. She has learned to forge bonds between people. She has learned the ability to listen actively in Toastmasters. And she also has improved herself in delivering her message across. So once there is transformation from this place to another place, all these abilities of her will help her in that transformation because she has learned to be patient, she has learned to be resilient, she has learned to be accepting, she has learned to take life head on. She has learned to find her voice under pressure. So do we all take a pledge that whatever pressure we are under today, whether we did not find a venue earlier or we were not able to understand what snacks are coming in, but we will never give in. No matter whatever the pressure, we will find our voice and we will deliver our message. Thank you very much for having me here. It is always a pleasure to be at Jidda Elite. Back to the president.